Today, together, as one whole community, we say no more to domestic violence. In 2006, of the Territory's very own Child the No More campaign uses the power of sport to change the way the public understands violence. The No More campaign believes that sport may be an important part of raising awareness of the problem, and today, our players, coaches, volunteers and umpires will meet in the middle of the ground, work hard and create a No More support circle, taking a unified stance against any form of violence.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to TIO Stadium in Darwin for this round 7 clash in the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League season. It's Tiwi Bombers up against Wanderers, and this week's round of matches represent No More round. It's a great partnership that AFLNT has with the No More Foundation, and we proudly partner the No More campaign as part of the 25-26 TIO NTFL No More round. AFLNT has partnered with No More since 2015, working to deliver education leadership programs and initiatives that encourage respect, inclusion and safe community participation right across the territory. So it's a terrific cause, and you'll see that the umpires are wearing orange hats to signify the event, the round, and the big no more symbol on the ground, of course, and you would have seen the players huddled if you were watching the vision before we came on air. But my name's Stu Davis. I'm joined today in commentary by Darren Habits. Welcome, Darren.
Welcome, Stewie. Looks like we've got a good game ahead.
Yeah, I think so. So coming into the round, these teams placed 6th and 8th. Tiwi with 3 wins and Wanderers with just the 1. Wanderers have had some games where they've shown that they're competitive, and Tiwi, of course, have won their last 2, looking to win 3 in a row heading into their bye next weekend. So an important game. Bit of cloud cover, could get a bit of weather across, but we always welcome the cloud cover, of course. But yeah, looking forward to a terrific game. Some big names, big inclusions for both sides, so should be a really competitive contest. The breeze is blowing to right of screen, which is the airport end here at TIO Stadium, and Tiwi Bombers will be kicking that way in the first quarter. So yeah, 2 in a row for Tiwi. They had a close contest out at Palmerston last week. They trailed in the 3rd quarter, but hit back to win by 20 points, and they'll go in with a fair bit of confidence and some big inclusions. Ashton Ham's back in the side after suspension, and the 3 Lakoviak brothers come into play, having missed a couple of games, but quality players who play in the SANFL with Central District. So we're ready for proceedings to start, and Noda doing the ruck work for Tiwi as he did for most of last week. The ball squirts out to the edge of the centre square, and Zach Lakoviak wrapped up with the ball there, and another ball up for Wanderers. Tyler Phillips doing the ruck work. He had a terrific game against Wanderers when I saw him a couple of weeks ago. Lakoviak gets the hand pass out to his brother Mahale, who with some clever footwork gets around and then delivers forward, just gets over the top. Here's a chance for Tiwi as Francis Tipping Woody runs onto it, hand passes to the ground to his own advantage, then picks up, has a snapshot on the outside of the boot, but that's banged into the right hand behind post and out of bounds on the full. So Wanderers through Fuller bring the ball back in. A bit undecided which way to go. Goes with the hand pass over the top, and they've run themselves into a bit of trouble here, but eventually Harry Wills gets a hand pass forward to Worthley. Worthley kicks long down the wing. Oh, a big leap from behind. That's almost a mark, but took the ball anyway, Fraser Bradley, and gets the kick down towards centre half forward. Not much there for Wanderers, and Tiwi tidied it up nicely. There's a free kick played, but advantage played, and Braden McLean chips to the advantage of Brendan Cantilla out on the outer wing. He delivers it back inboard. Beautiful kick to Thompson, and Thompson's got some spares out on the near side of the ground. One of them, Carlson Cantilla, takes the mark, kicks long down towards half forward on the bounce. Just trying to trap it there. King Cantilla got it back to Blackney Noda. He hand passes into space, trying to run onto it, got blocked, and now picked up by Reece Holmberg for Wanderers, and he gets tackled over the boundary line, and it'll be a boundary throw-in.
Wanderers just caught there, Stewie, taking it into their forward line. They'd pushed all the way up, put pressure on Tiwi, but had no one to go to when they had that opportunity.
So on the throw-in, there's an infringement here. It's a Wanderers free kick, and again advantage is paid, and Wilkes takes the mark, chips out wide to Harry Willis. His kick just a bit short, comes back to Willis, trying to keep it in. I think he's carried that over the boundary line. He has, so it'll be a boundary throw-in right on the Tiwi Bombers interchange area. So no score in the game through almost 3 minutes. Game being played between the half forward arcs. This comes down to Willis again. And pass chopped off, comes back out to Dos Santos now. He kicks long down towards half forward. Cantilla couldn't get to that one. Ashton Hams applies the tackle, and that'll be a ball up as Henry Lovell hands the ball back to the umpire for the ball up. Blackney Noda comes in late, gets the hand to it, and again it's a wrap-up tackle and another ball up at half forward for Wanderers.
Tiwi's got 2 or 3 spare there in the back line. Wanderers mainly playing on the airport side, trying to get the ball on the tap off through the back.
So just reading that one beautifully off the hands was Anthony Munkara, and they work it through to Bedford now in the middle of the ground. He's got a little bit of space, kicks long in towards half forward, a push from behind by Kim Cantilla, did it beautifully, and now runs into the open goal and puts it through for the first goal of the match. Beautifully played by Cantilla, just nudged his opponent under the ball, and then he had all open space behind him to steady and kick a pretty easy goal in the end.
And the turnover in transition to bring it into the forward line, Tiwi fast. Wanderers got caught there, and Kim Cantilla has been playing some really good football this year under the new captaincy.
Yeah, that's right. It's terrific, and nice article on him in the NT News this morning for those that got to read it. So back in the middle, and eventually it squirts out. Brendan Cantilla couldn't control it, but Leggett can, and he delivers wide to the outer side and finds Lovell out there, swings around, kicks inside forward 50. A diving attempt to mark was tried to be claimed on the ground there, but was never a chance really, and that looks like a high tackle play on the call as McLean gets the clearing kick, but straight down the throat of Leggett once again, and Leggett will pump it back inside forward 50 for Wanderers. He goes long towards the pocket, a big leap from behind, Fraser Bradley, but couldn't hold on to the mark. The hand pass comes across and misses the target and rolls through for a rush behind, which might have been the intended result anyway. So McLean, short to Munkara, short again to Blackney Noda. Hayden McLean kept running from the kick in and now receives the hand pass on the left, goes round the outer wing. That's a well-directed kick, and big Jack Steele comes out and takes the mark, kicks long down towards half forward. Willie Rioli nudges his opponent out of the way, picks up now, runs inside forward 50. He's got Kim Cantilla out on the lead. The diving attempt just couldn't hold on to it inside the boundary line, and off hands it goes out of bounds. That'll be a boundary throw in the left forward pocket for Tiwi Bombers.
Tiwi's got a nice forward line when you got Willie that's just retired, still knows how to use that body well to get advantage of the footy, and then you got Kimmy with a bit of pace going in looking for a goal.
Yeah, they've got a number of different options. This time it's brilliant footwork, but unfortunately the kick just offline. I think that might have been the first gamer in Jake Nagawali. As Wanderers bring it out, just taking his eyes off the ball there was Motlop, the captain, and had time to recover, but his hand pass put his teammate under a bit of pressure. Just bobbles around a bit on the ground. Brendan Cantilla tried to work it forward now. Wanderers got some numbers over at Mark Motlop trying to hand pass it forward. It gets flung out, and there's a free kick for holding here. And it's going to go Wanderers' way to Clee, just forward of half back on the grandstand side. He's got a short option here, and that's the way he goes to Damien Murray. Murray looks backwards and then decides to go long down the line. Big leap in front, but off hands. Bedford read it nicely, gets the hand pass over the top, but it's all in close traffic in there as it's picked up by Phillips. He got tackled and had to hand pass straight away. Kick comes down to half forward. Now beautiful foot skills there from Keranua, but unfortunately Dwayne Keranua's kick was just offline to the right hand side and through for behind. So the ball brought back into play by Billy Shanks. And now back into the corridor to Worthley. Goes short on the outer side to McRae. He kicks long around the wing, but Tiwi are set up behind the play there, and Braden McLean just switches it backwards and inboard to Ashton Hams. Hams goes back to McLean out wide on the outer wing. McLean goes long down towards half forward out wide, but just gets over the marking contest there and bounces out of bounds and bounces over the fence. So he's going to need to retrieve that football. Looks like one of the water carriers will get over the fence and do that for us. So we're 9 minutes into the first quarter. Just the single goal on the board to Kim Cantilla, and it's Tiwi leading by 7 points.
Wanderers have got a few free players and overusing the handball a little bit too much here, Stu. You need to put a bit on the boot.
It's knocked forward inside 50. Bedford runs onto it. Thought about hand passing, but then found some space for himself and decided to straighten up and puts it straight through for another goal to Tiwi, the second goal of the game. And Scotty Bedford, been lively already in the game, kicks his second.
Both sides are just trying to find a bit of rhythm at the moment. Tiwi's finding it a bit earlier than Wanderers. Wanderers seem to be overusing the handball a little bit too much, putting themselves under pressure.
Yeah, and not much method going inside 50 either. They've had a couple of long bombs in, whereas Tiwi get the run from the middle of the ground and use it to their advantage going inside. That's going to be a holding free kick there, and it'll go the way of Twycross. Chips it up. Oh, he's got a leading player at him, plenty of space right up the middle of the ground, and it's Jack Steele who comes out from the goal square on a long lead, and perfectly weighted kick allowed him to run onto that, and he'll have a set shot from directly in front, player on the mark about 40 metres out.
Yeah, nice and open lead. No one got in the way, and it was just a easy stroll and take the mark and control it.
Steele's proven to be an important player for Tiwi, gives them a bit of height and strength up forward. He's kicked this very high, so the goal umpire makes a little bit of ground, and too much ground, and that's through for a behind only, but really set that up for the Breeze to carry it. Wanderers bring it back in now through Worthley. He kicks high to the outer side of the ground. Well, the mark spilled out there and falls to Bedford at ground level. He gets tackled, the ball spills out, and now there's a pack of players over the top of the ball, and umpire Tim Somerville will come in and ball it up.
Yeah, the basics where Wanderers need to take the mark to control it on the coming out of their back line. Can't afford to drop it there.
Blackney Noda doing the work at ground level, just bats it forward, trying to get it to the advantage of Kim Cantilla. Eventually he picks it up, gets the hand pass out on the tackle. Willie Rioli tries to duck back around, but loses his footing, and now Worthley for Wanderers kicks it high and wide, and this will be another Tiwi free kick.
In the danger zone for Tiwi, that's an everyday training kick out there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't practice the straightforward ones. Tanner Blackney Noda has had a really good season so far, doing a fair bit of work in the ruck for them, which has not been his usual position that we've seen him play in the NTFL, but it's a wobbling kick going across the goal square as Fuller is brought to ground. It's picked up at ground level by Steele, and this time on the left boot with a snapshot from just at the top of the goal square. He misses to the left, and a bit of a let off for Tiwi. They go short here, called to play on as they try to move it around the outer side of the ground. They're really working in a closet out there, and eventually the long kick comes out, but again they've got no one to kick to out there, and Ashton Hams, he'll swallow those up all day long. Positions himself behind the players. Lukoviak goes in to his brother Anzac Lukoviak drives the ball inside forward 50, punched away by Fuller, and Wanderers are there at ground level. Now running out of defence is Henry Lovell, kicks long and wide to the wing, but it's a 1-on-2 out here, and Fraser Bradley with some work to do as eventually there's a free kick been found.
Yeah, for holding.
It's gone back to Sam Davidson. No one on the mark here, so Davidson will just take off and kick long, looking for targets up forward. It falls to the ground, but Tiwi have got plenty of numbers around as well, putting the pressure on. Nicely picked up by Lukoviak, kick straight down the middle of the ground, and once again they're off through Jacob Lukoviak this time, and Tanner Blackney-Noda on the outer wing, kicks long inside forward 50, but coming across, getting a fist to it was Shanks for Wanderers, and punches it over the boundary line.
Just got a light shower, so this is going to make it interesting, going to make the ball a little bit slippery now.
Yeah, and I've been expecting rain for most of the day, but really haven't had any, and it's falling now, so but NTFL players are pretty used to these sort of conditions, getting a bit heavier now as the hit out comes out the back, and King Cantilla's first there, gets a hand pass backwards and out wide, but under pressure Lukoviak hand passes over the top, picked up nicely at ground level by Reece Holmberg, got the hand pass as he went to ground, but just didn't quite go to the hand of his teammate, and that pile on will be another ball up. Tyler Phillips doing the ruck work, gets the hit out into some space over the back, running onto it out there. Clee tried to knock it forward, but kicked back in by Munkara. There's a free kick here for holding, and it's going to go the way of Big Jack Steele again for Tiwi. Daniel Fuller can't believe it, but I think advantages have been paid here, and Willie Rioli's scored himself a walk-in goal in the goal square, so I was looking back at where the free kick was, but yeah, Willie Rioli always on guard, as we'll see the replay and see exactly what happened as came in from Munkara. Bit of a push, and yeah, the ball fell to William. He was alert to it, not many others were, and walked in for his first goal of the game.
Yeah, well, Willie front and centre.
Yep.
It's going to work all day, isn't it? That's an easy one for Willie. Yeah, I'll find him and kick him from there quite easily. So back in the middle, the two ruckmen clash, and neither got their hand to the ball. It's picked up and driven forward by Cantilla. It's bouncing in the goal square. It's going to go all the way through. What a goal that is from the stoppage. It's Brendan Cantilla that just swooped on that ball as it came out from the centre stoppage, banged it long, and all the players were pushing up, and got over the top and bounced through. But, see on the replay again as no one wins the ruck contest. It's just knocked forward here and just swooped on it, clean hands and 2 steps and on the boot and over the back, and they're through again. So this is turned into a huge start for the Tiwi Bombers with the first 4 goals on the board, and Wanderers a little bit shell-shocked now. That's 3 in a hurry for Tiwi as they need to restrict the damage here. The hand pass comes out wide to Willie Munkara, kicks long inside forward 50, punched away from behind. Twycross picks it up on the run, on the left foot, kicks towards goal, but doesn't bring that one back far enough, and 3 for a behind only. Yeah, Tiwi certainly got the sniff now, and they're actually trying to put their foot as close as they can to win the game early.
They certainly are. The kicking comes out to Cody Leggett. Goes long down the wing, but just hung in the air a bit long, was punched away, picked up at ground level, and here's a chance for Wanderers running through the middle of the ground. Mershon kicks out wide. Sonny Smiler out here, nice bit of footwork there as he gave himself a bit of space. Kicks long inside forward 50. There's a chance here, might have been holding. Play on's the call, and it falls to Tiwi Bombers, who run it out of defence, and now the short pass finds Francis Tipungwuti. Woody chips over the top here to Mihail Lakoviak. Keeps along down the line. Woody kept running and takes the mark. Now kicks high inside forward 50. Punched away from behind by the Wanderers defence, but Waylon Walters it was, but finds its way over the boundary line eventually, and it'll be a boundary throw-in the right forward pocket.
Yeah, the back six have to work now. They've got 3 or 4 minutes of hard work here that they need to maintain to try and slow Tiwi's progression.
Yeah, another disappointing forward entry from Wanderers. Had it open for them, but just couldn't get hands on the ball inside 50. As you said, they're under pressure here. Kim Cantilla gets a bit of a boot to the ball. Hand pass, trying to get it over the top, and eventually they do. And now, oh, that's a scrubber kick along the ground. Coming in hard was Damien Murray. It was deemed that he received high contact there.
They were lucky to get that free kick, I would have said.
He was diving in at the ball, wasn't he? The long kick comes out, reaching for it was Allman, got a hand to it, but just ran himself too far under the ball, really. And off hands it goes out of bounds again. So 19.5 minutes gone, first quarter, and Tiwi with a 28-point lead at this stage. Hit out comes down to Willis. Willis got dragged around the head and neck there. It's a pretty obvious free kick, and gives off the hand pass now to Worthley, who swings back around, kicks long down the line, and Bradley comes in. He gets tackled to the ground, spills to Bedford, who got the hand pass out wide. Now Michael Thompson tries to get a hand pass over the top, but he's barreled over the boundary line, and the ball spills loose and eventually is knocked over. So good work by Damien Fuller there, putting the pressure on Michael Thompson.
Tiwi still hunting for the footy.
Yeah,
Wanderers a little bit lost here, but just need to settle.
Phillips gets the hit out, straight to Brendan Cantilla. Kicks into the middle of the ground. Kim Cantilla over the back, tried to kick it forward, but Hamish McRae was right there, and Kim Cantilla in there working again. Ball squirts out, and now quick kick out of trouble by Lovell. It's high in the air. It's 1 against 4 here for Wanderers, and the 4 went out pretty easily in the end as the Kovacs share it between them. And eventually it's Anzac who kicks it long inside forward 50, off hands. Woody at ground level, just couldn't control it. Fuller taps it to the advantage of his teammate, and now the hand pass out. Oh, that's a strong tackle, but an illegal tackle, dangerous tackle is the umpire's call as he was slung to the ground, and I think it's going to be a 50-metre penalty as well, as Willie Rioli had a flying shot at goal from the loose ball. So some relief for Wanderers. They'll be able to bring this ball right up to the centre of the ground. As Nigel Lockyer on the mark finally realises that he needs to work back. And
not many options there at all.
So Lovell goes short to Wershon, who plays on quickly, kicks long. It's 2-on-2 down here as it falls to the ground, but Hams does it well at ground level, and once again uses the ball beautifully on the outside to Braden McLean. So Hams is making space inboard. McLean doesn't want to go that way, just bombs it high down the wing. So gets over the back of the pack. Wershon there for Wanderers, and Waylon Walters sees it over the boundary line for another throw in. So 22.5 minutes gone in this coverage of the round 7 game on NT News and Community TV. As the boundary throw in, taken from behind by Phillips, but had it knocked out of his hands as he tried to run it away. Toe poke off the ground, gets down to half forward, but there's a holding the ball free kick there as Brendan Cantilla. I wouldn't put it past him to go back and have a clean at this. He's Thought he might have gone quickly before players could set up, but he's going to be kicking from 60 metres or more here. So the rain still driving down as we speak, but pretty impressive opening quarter from Tiwi. They've controlled this game. Kantilla just getting the message that he can't run off his line. It's like a full-on goal-kicking coaching lesson out there. From
the umpire's giving him a bit of a hand. The big sticks are in front of you. Yeah, he's going to have a crack from here, 60 metres out. Be interesting to see what he can do with a wet football.
Yep. Just overexerting, really trying to get the distance. Was never really on the cards, and so after that long delay waiting for the final kick, it's confirmed that the quarter time scores are Tiwi Bombers 4-5-29 and the Wanderers Eagles just the one behind, and they've got some work to do. They really need to work on their method going forward, I think, and Tiwi looking in pretty hot form, but we'll be back with the second quarter after this short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round.
Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands.
It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe.
We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More Round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
we're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium. It's round 7 Men's Premier League action here. It's no more round, and it's Tiwi Bombers who are off to the flyer with a 4-0 opening quarter. My name's Stu Davis. I'm with Darren Habits. Daz, Wanderers just a bit of 6s and 7s in that quarter, and really need to get some structure, particularly going forward.
Yeah, very much so, Stu. There was a lot of handball and not a lot of kicking, and certainly struggling on trying to find where that structure needs to be to clear the ball.
So a bit of chance here. Big Phillips in the ruck up against Blackney-Noda. It's been a terrific contest so far. They've really been crashing into each other in these contests. This time Phillips tries to take the ground at Blackney-Noda, does it well, takes it out of the air, thumps the ball forward, but Carlson Cantil has read that beautifully. Now gives off by hand to Braden McLean, who swings the ball out to outside defensive 50, but it's bouncing loose back inside 50, and Wanderers' first hands on the ball as they slide to the ground, and Clee suggesting to the umpire that he got whacked in the head there, but no free kick. It's going to be a ball up. As Blackney-Noda this time wins out in the strength battle in the ruck contest. There's a free kick being found here, I think. No, it's a ball up, in fact. Be hot on the whistle that time, was just breaking loose. So Blackney-Noda again just uses his strength to get Phillips out of position, and Tiwi break away from their defensive area. The free kick's paid to Munkara. He picks it up and plays on. Kicks long inside forward 50. Steele going back. Fuller did well to get a hand to that and not interfere with Steele. And as a result, the ball deflects away and rolls away over the boundary line. So terrific defensive work then from Daniel Fuller for Wanderers.
Yeah, that play came from the throw-in there, Stewie, and Tiwi way better structured on the takeoff there, and fast. Wanderers had nothing to counter for.
Boundary throw in, just brought down in front, and players converge on it. And another ball up.
This is where Tiwi's strong. On the ball up, they can dominating there.
So at ground level, Fuller tries to get a kick to the ball, couldn't. It squirts out, and now Wanderers clear it out of the immediate danger. It's on the bounce out towards the boundary line. Blackney-Noda was there, but couldn't keep it in play. So another throw in. Another battle of strength between these two ruckmen.
It's a little bit slow, this game. There's not a lot of pace in it. Not a lot of fire at the present stage. It's a lot of stoppage.
And the rain's still falling, of course, as ball comes to, spills out to Brendan Cantillo, who floats one down towards half forward, and safety first. Thomas Worthley gets a fist to the ball and over the boundary line, and boundary umpire Narelle Long getting plenty of work to do out there in the last couple of minutes. There's another go at throwing it in. So Phillips does it well again, takes it himself, thumps it forward. If it gets over the back there, a chance it does. Comes to Bradley, he's got it all open in front of him, kicks long towards goal. He's placed that beautifully, so a terrific passage of play starting from that ruck contest at half back with the big fella Tyler Phillips doing it all himself, thumped the ball forward and got it over the top of the pack of players. Fraser Bradley was on the spot, and a terrific kick from 50, had no one in front of him, and puts it through for Wanderers' first goal. As we see the replay here, just the bounce gets over the top, and Bradley in the right spot, kick from about 60 in the end, and you can see that there was no one between him and the goal, and it was just a matter of accuracy, and he was right on target.
Yeah, he had no help. He really he wasn't going to beat him on the pace, so he had to actually put it on the boot early to actually get it through. Tiwi take it out of the centre.
Yeah, Willie Rioli in there. Gets the clearance long down inside forward 50 off hands. It spills to Lockyer, who couldn't control it. Bedford gets a hand pass over the top that slipped off his fist, and Wanderers able to intercept and bring it away as they try to get it on the outside through the hands. Some strength there from Jacob Lakoviak, but his hand pass just fell to the ground, and now Wanderers clear it away, but not for long as Tiwi set up behind the ball. Willie Rioli tries to switch it inboard, just too much height on that for his intended target, and now Wanderers trying to work it across the back edge of the centre square here as Kim Cantilla goes to ground. It's picked up by Eastick, who kicks out wide, and he finds Lovell looking to switch back into the corridor. The kick's good, and the mark taken by Allman, who swings around, kicks long. It's a 1-on-2 down here. Hams gets a fist to the ball, and the only one left standing is Fraser Bradley. He lines up and he's kicked his second in a row. So a bit of miscommunication from the Tiwi defenders there, as was 2-on-1, and the two Tiwi players went to ground. Bradley kept his footing and steadied nicely and kicked another goal.
Yeah, Tiwi's actually gone to sleep at the start of this quarter here. They thought they had it on toast, but Wanderers are starting to change their mind a bit and leaving that forward line open like that. Young Bradley, when he gets that ball, Fraser Bradley, that far out, he's got heaps of time to settle and kick a goal.
Yeah, did really well, but Kurt Dunn was his opponent and just nudged him under the ball and into Hams, and then he was left the only one standing and had time to steady and kick truly again. As this time Willie Rioli with the clearing kick out into space on the outer side of the ground, but it's a free kick against for insufficient intent out there. He's just kicked it straight out towards the boundary line. The short kick in finds Murray. Murray chips out close to the boundary line, but no, it's too far and out on the full. So Bedford will be the recipient of the free kick as he goes out close to the boundary again, but this time just inside and well placed for Jack Steele to come in and take the mark. It's out very wide.
Yeah, that's a big angle for Steele.
Yeah, with the rain falling. Breeze has dropped off a bit though since the rain started. Kick from Steele is going across the face or in front to mark, not taken, but it spills to Anthony Mankara, and he swings a snapshot from the top of the goal square as easy as you like. Just found himself in a little bit of space as Lockyer got hands to the ball, couldn't hold the mark, but a good crumbing goal, and Tiwi Bombers get one in reply in this quarter.
Yeah, Anthony Mankara with true ability, just take the ball out of the air and his foot looked good.
Yeah, just clever, wasn't it? He was basically in the middle of the pack when he received that, but worked his way out into space and hooked it through. So an answering goal from Tiwi sends that margin back out to 22 points after Wanderers had kicked the first two goals of this quarter. Phillips doing work at ground level, gives off by hand to Leggett. He kicks forward just on the half volley to Mershon, and he's under the pump as Anzac Lakoviak breaks away, but good work by McRae to get a hand to the hand pass to intercept. Phillips pushes his opponent out of the way, but has given away a free kick in doing so, and it'll be a Tiwi free kick to Cantilla, who gives it off to Bedford. Bedford's kick is smothered, and he goes in again, tries to get the hand pass up. Big Phillips working at ground level. Bedford again tries to get to his feet, but Wanderers going to work the ball out as there's a whistle on the play again here. It's going to come back to Tiwi just off the play. Bedford was held, so
Yeah, changing Phillips in that ruck position, it's actually made a bit of a change there for Wanderers, and he's having a go.
Yeah.
Trying to pick up on the 1%ers, that's where they need to pick up on.
Oh, the hand pass has been astray, straight into the hands of Anthony Mankara, but this time on the left boot. Just couldn't swing it round far enough. Big smile on his face, but that one's missed to the left-hand side. Fuller goes short to Worthley. Worthley looking to go long out to the wing here, looking for Shanks, but just fell short of him. Bedford got hands to it, couldn't control it. They work it through the hands now as it's Wershon who gets the kick under a bit of pressure, and Tiwi able to chop it off at half-back. Hams delivers nicely, some contact, free kick downfield. The mark was taken anyway by Thompson. He looks to switch straight across the ground now and finds his teammate in Jake Nagawali. He goes wide again, and the mark taken this time by Willie Mankara. Swings it inboard and finds McLean. Braden McLean has a player out on the lead. It's a beautiful pass, and the mark taken by Anzac Lakoviak out on the lead inside forward 50. A nice build up from Tiwi as they switched it to the outside, then back inboard, and the pass inside 50 from McLean was inch perfect, and Lakoviak will have a set shot at goal and just inside 50. He's got plenty of height on the ball, but he's left that one out to the right and through for a behind only. Daniel Fuller runs out of the goal square, chips it out wide and finds Leggett at half-back. Leggett's got a short option, sliding in. His E-stick couldn't take the mark, and now it spills to Brendan Cantilla. He kicks long inside forward 50 through the hand, no mark taken. Fuller back there tries to get a clearing kick, but Steele does well to smother it over the boundary line. And another boundary throw in, this time inside forward 50 at the Michael Long centre end of the ground, which is the end to which Tiwi Bombers are kicking in this second quarter.
Tiwi just keeping the screws and the pressure on perfectly here.
Punched away, Bedford runs onto it. Now looking inboard as he's under pressure close to the boundary line. Wanderers players say ran it over the line, but play on's the call. It's punched away and falls to Twycross here. Tries to kick on the outside of the boot. He's done pretty well. It's going right across the face though. Falls into the lap of Willie Rioli all by himself, and off one step just bangs it through from about 5 metres out on the angle. Just lack of awareness from the Wanderers defenders there. Really need to, you've got a player of Willie's experience and class, you really need to be mindful of where he is and have someone sitting close to him.
Yeah, you can't afford to leave Willie Rioli by himself in front of goals. That's going to be costly all day.
Just a bit of ball watching there, I think, the defenders. Willie gets on the board for his second goal, one in each quarter. And Tiwi push that lead out to 30 points after Wanderers got a couple back. Tiwi answered with 2 of their own. And it looks like they're looking to go forward again out of the centre square, but some good defensive work. Bedford again, he's been busy, and now the hand pass comes out to Thompson. Oh, gets past a couple of players, has a bounce, kicks from 50 long to the top of the goal square. Good defensive work again from Fuller, getting the fist in to punch it away, and now he gets a clearing kick out close to the boundary line, and a chance for Wanderers again through Worthley. He brings it back inboard. That's a well-directed kick, and the mark taken by Walters. Walters looking to play on quickly. He kicks long to Ashton Hams, again set up behind the ball, off to Lakoviak, back to McLean. McLean to Jacob Lakoviak, and now McLean chips back inboard to Hams, as he so often does find space to be used, and now he finds Blackney Noda just inside the centre square, looking to go on the outside. Ball slips through the hands, but Wanderers able to chop it off and kick long down the line. Sonny Smiler gets a hand to the ball. He's got 3 to beat and eventually gets thrown out of the way in the tackle, and Tiwi just tidy it up out wide to Willie Rioli. Rioli kicks long back in towards the centre of the ground. So comes to Big Phillips. He tries to get the hand pass out, but as he was tackled, the umpire deemed that he didn't dispose of the ball correctly. So it's a Tiwi free kick to Dwayne Keranua right in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, that's a pretty normal move for Dwayne. Get the free kick and just pick up and go. So.
And the kick just hits Kim Cantilla on the chest, floating in front of the pack of players down there, but it was a bullet-like kick inside, and Cantilla read it beautifully. Now called to play on as his kick for goal looks pretty good. Goal umpire doesn't make too much ground there, so Kim Cantilla, who kicked the first goal of the game, is on the scoreboard again, and once again Tiwi able to string goals together, 3 in a row now in this second quarter.
Yeah, it's that connection, isn't it, of playing football together for so long. All these guys, and you can see it when they come into the forward line, they know where each other are.
So, Kim Cantilla, 2 goals. Join Willie Rioli as multiple goal scorers for Tiwi. And of course Fraser Bradley has the only 2 goals for Wanderers. So back in the middle of the ground, Blackney Nota couldn't pick it up. Coming in was Leggett, and he tried to force his way through, but caught up in the tackle and be a ball up again. As we go past 16 minutes in this second quarter. Good hands in close from Wanderers. Leggett gets a kick inside 50. Sonny Smiler out in front. There's a whistle on the play. It's going to be a free kick to Smiler. Smiler looking to go long to the contest. Bradley over the back, read it beautifully and gets his 3rd goal. Beautifully played down there. There was 2-on-2. Big Phillips was in the marking contest, and the 2 Tiwi defenders were worried by him, and Bradley just peeled off out the back. The ball came off hands into his hands, and kick from the top of the goal square for his 3rd for the quarter.
I'd be happy with that, Stu, but he's been able to find a couple of easy ones. He's found a couple of run-ins, and then one tapping off the back of the pack straight into his hands.
Yeah, just cleverly played though. He saw the 2 Tiwi players going to the contest and waited out the back, particularly in the slippery conditions, and just over the back into his hands, and he'll be happy with his return in this second quarter. He's kicked 3 goals, all of Wanderers' goals in the match. There's another Wanderers free kick in the middle of the ground here. And it's Orman who chooses to hand pass, but wasn't the tidiest, and Leggett's under pressure now as he tries to break through. He'll be penalised, but the advantage will be taken. Willie Rioli gives by hand and then receives back. There's another whistle on the play here, and I'm not sure where the free kick's going to be taken from. I think it's going to be down about around the 50-metre arc. So there's just a little bit happening behind the play, and it's a Tiwi free kick, and not the sort of thing that Wanderers need to be giving away ground and possession with unnecessary free kicks. But Dwayne Keranua it will be to receive the free kick. Not sure that he's got the distance from here. Pulls up short. He's got the player in space out here. Lakoviak picks up, bangs towards goal, but he's hooked that one too far, and Anzac Lakoviak has dragged it all the way out of bounds on the full, but he was in plenty of space inside 50 there as Wanderers bring it back in. Eastick claiming the mark, but I'm not sure he had first hands on that, but it's been paid, and he's gone short and across, and it was well read by Tipperwoody, who came in. Now Lakoviak has another chance. He kicks high to the top of the goal square. Steele comes in. It's punched away at ground level. Willie Rioli takes it, and almost running backwards puts it onto his boot. and puts it through for his third goal of the game. And Willie really starting to get involved in the game now, spending some time in the midfield as well, but just giving us a little bit of magic up in the forward half. You can see there that was beautifully read by Francis Tipungwuti, and Koviak's kick to the hot spot. And once again, Willie Rioli in the perfect position, and a good finish under pressure.
Yeah, great finish there by Willie Rioli. Tiwi coming in making it look easy, but I think Wanderers are making it look easy for them too.
So ball back in the middle, and pass by Murray on the up. It's good to Leggett. Leggett drills a pass, but the mark's spilt down there, and this gives Tiwi the chance to break away, although lost the footing. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick. It's going to Davidson, who's got a player out wide, and he goes that way. They look to build inside 50 on the bounce, trying to get it to Lovell, but just slides away and off hands, goes over the bounce. Oh, it's a free kick going to be paid here to Lovell. Just
the umpire's found the whistle. There's been quite a few free kicks played in the last 5 minutes, so making sure it doesn't rust up with the rain.
So Henry Lovell deep in the pocket. There's always a big ask for a left footer from out there, and he's missed everything on the near side. And out of bounds on the full as they try to use the spare ball from behind the goal, but not allowed to do that when the ball's out of bounds, so they've got to wait for the ball to come back in from. Might take a little while.
Don't think that was going to work, but always good to get a bit of help from supporters off the out of the boundary.
Well, it's lucky to have Inouye out there in this weather.
Oh, it's not that bad. A little bit of rain won't hurt you.
It's the only one got all the outer to cover as McLean brings it in. Blackby Noda from behind, it's knocked down. Smiler at ground level, picks up on the left boot, just chips it high in the air. Bradley came in but couldn't get to the ball, but Carlson Cantilla does well to clear it out of defence. That's a strong mark taken by Twycross, and he gives to Willie Rioli running through the middle of the ground, has a couple of bounces, kicks long now, trying to get it to Steele, forward, diving, takes a fantastic slipscap march and then gives off the hand pass to Francis Tipungwuti running through. That's magnificent Tiwi Bombers football through the middle of the ground. Willie Rioli took it on, a couple of bounces, and Steele had no hesitation in giving off to the running Francis Tipungwuti, who had the goals open in front of him and banged it through for another Tiwi goal.
Yeah, I don't think Wanderers expected that running play to come through there and sneak the ball and kick a goal. It was actually a nice goal at the end. Good decision by Steele.
See Willie Rioli running it through the centre of the ground here, and it's a fantastic mark, and just from his knees gave to Francis Tipungwuti and gets himself on the scoreboard, and Tiwi stretched that margin out to 36 points now after it got back to a couple of goals early in the quarter. So they've gone forward again here, and
he's going to try and play on, but the umpire is not going to let Anthony run around that time and have an easy kick.
No, he's going to have to come back to him, but I think you'd back him from here anyway. 23 minutes gone in the second quarter, and one in which Tiwi have added 5 goals to Wanderers 3. Still waiting for the ball to come back here. So there's a quick forward entry from Tiwi. Put it down, and Ankara steps out, hooks it back, and no problem at all for Anthony Munkara. And Tiwi just keep rolling on their merry way. So their 10th goal for the game. And Munkara kicks his second for the quarter. As you see, the build-up action here, the hand pass over the top, and Michael Thompson, a long kick to a one-on-one, and Ankara just too strong and too smart that time.
Yeah, certainly all the work's coming from the centre. Actually, when they're winning that ball and they got the hand play off out of the centre, it's fast and direct. They've got someone to kick to. That's the big advantage they've got at the present stage.
They've got a couple of targets down there, haven't they? Big Steele and Munkara, and got the Smalls at ground level as well. As it's a scramble for the ball in the middle of the ground. Eventually there's a free kick here for incorrect disposal. It's going to go Tiwi's way. Almost 25 minutes gone. Second quarter. Motlop it is with the free kick. Chips it out wide to Clee. He goes short to Willis. Willis goes long inside 50 this time. Off hands, it gets over the back. Oh, they're just casually patting it around at the back. Carlson Cantilla's hand pass goes straight to his opponent. The snapshot for goal from Wilkes just couldn't bring that one back far enough, and through for a Wanderers behind. Colleen bringing the ball into play to the outer side, looking for Hams out there, and he finds him. It's a perfectly placed kick. Ashton Hams at half back, just looking for someone to hit up at him. Eventually Thompson does. Thompson switches back into the middle of the ground where mark's taken, and the kick comes out wide. Here's a chance for Lakoviak to run onto it down here. It's Jacob gets a hand pass over the top to Mihail Lakoviak. He beats his opponent, runs towards the 50, kicks long inside 50. That's a good diving mark taken in defence, and Reece Holmberg will relieve for Wanderers. He goes backwards into the back pocket to Worthley, and Worthley is chipping in short but hasn't got enough on that, and Steele has just picked it off inside 50. So good defensive setup from Tiwi, and trying to pick their way through that defensive setup. The kick just didn't have enough height on it, and Steele took the mark, and he's going back, taking plenty of time this time.
Yeah, it's like they've got no option coming out of the 50 there either, Stu.
So Steele, he just chips this one up, and again, that's just cheeky inattention from Wanderers in defence, as Dwayne Cantilla just floated himself into a bit of space in that forward pocket, and Steele disguised the kick and chipped it over to him. So it'll be a kick after the siren again, as we had in the first quarter. This time Dwayne Karanua will have the shot for goal, but he's a lot closer and does have the chance to score from here. Just to maintain his line, kick on the way, but it's gone across the face and fell short. So no score from that kick from Dwayne Karanua, but after Wanderers challenged early in the quarter, Darren, it was Tiwi who then proceeded to kick 6 of the next 7 goals, and have really blown this game apart. The lead out to almost 8 goals at half-time.
Yeah, they've certainly, when they've got the football, Tiwi, they've certainly got it under control. Not their normal style of play, fast and just trying to get the rebound footy. They're actually slowed it down and making sure their kicks hit targets. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's been an exciting brand of football once they get it into space and get it moving, as we used to with the Tiwi Bombers. But it's half-time here at TIO Stadium in round 7, and it's the Tiwi Bombers leading Wanderers by 47 points. We'll be back after the half-time break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazaliesnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round.
Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands.
It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe.
We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the second half of this round 7 clash in the NTFL Men's Premier League between Tiwi Bombers and Wanderers. So after Tiwi kicked 4-0 in the first quarter, Wanderers came out and kicked a couple of goals themselves to get themselves back into the contest, but then Tiwi Bombers really stamped their authority on the game with 6 of the last 7 goals before half-time, and went into half-time with a pretty commanding 47-point lead, and they're looking the goods. I'm Stu Davis, I'm with Darren Habits, and it's got to be a pretty big turnaround for Wanderers to challenge here, Daz.
Oh, enormous, but all they can look to do now is better on their structures and start to make it hard for Tiwi to score.
Yeah, that's right. Tiwi got the ball out in space a couple of times and got their running game going, and they were pretty well structured going forward as well. So Blackney Noda, it is doing the ruck work, taps it to himself and then gets tackled. So we'll have another go at that. He's up against Allman in the ruck at the moment. Allman wins this hit out down to Davidson. He breaks his way clear and then kicks long towards half forward. Fraser Bradley down there in a bit of a wrestle. It's tapped over cleverly to him. Bradley will run into the open goal at the top of the goal square, and that's a goal in less than 10 seconds to open the second half. And Fraser Bradley has 4 goals, all of Wanderers' goals, and that was clever work. He was involved in the first contest. Just look at it here as Allman won it. Davidson beautifully, and the kick down on the bounce. Bradley got rid of his opponent, and then a clever tap across to his advantage, and he made Tiwi pay on that occasion. And yeah, he's having some sort of day, Fraser Bradley.
Yeah, that's a little bit of travelling back in time there, Stu. It looks like it's the second quarter.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's the third quarter, and they've started off well.
So back underway as the ball's down to Wanderers half forward line again, and Sonny Smiler picks up, gives the hand pass out the back, hooked hand pass over the top from Leggett, and now the long kick inside forward 50, or coming out. Big Phillips got his hands to the ball, just couldn't hold on to it. Now the hand pass came out. Bradley again gets a kick inside 50, but this time it just bounces away over the boundary line for a throw-in. But a promising start in this second quarter from Wanderers. They've won the first 2 centre clearances, and they've had the ball camped in their forward area.
Yeah, that similar start to the second quarter, Stu. They had a bit of dominance coming out.
So the ball slips over the back from that ruck contest. Hams on the left, just thumps it out. Oh, a big leap out there, but mark not taken, and Wanderers bring it away again. The kick comes in. Oh, that looked like a bit of a shove. Play on's the call, as Big Phillips can't believe that he wasn't rewarded with a free kick there. He has a conversation with one of the umpires, but in the meantime the ball's gone out of bounds and will be thrown back in.
Bit of disbelief that the umpire didn't see it, but play on, and yeah, you can see Brendan McLean having a bit of a laugh there.
It's going to be another Wanderers free kick here, I think, this time for an incorrect disposal, and it's going to go to the captain, Matthew Motlop, who's been swung forward. I noticed that in the second quarter that his normal role is down back, but just been swung forward to try and give him something different in the forward half. So Motlop with a set shot from about 25 metres, kicks on the way, but goal umpire, I'm a bit confused by the goal umpire's signal there, but I think it is a goal. It is. The all clear's given. So Wanderers have started this third quarter with the opening 2 goals, and Matthew Motlop gets on the board for Wanderers, and he just trimmed that margin a bit. So just chipping away at it. As we see here, yeah, the arm was held, and Norman Tipalura trying to hand pass was ended up just throwing it away with his left hand. Well spotted by the umpire, and what a start to this second half by Wanderers.
Yeah, great start. A little bit of confidence will help them out.
Blackney gets his hand to the ball. Ullman goes in and dives on top of it. Now it's caught in underneath as Murray wrestles at ground level. And hit out again. This time Tiwi looking to break away, but a strong tackle stops that forward movement as Wanderers try to use it through the hands. It's going to come unstuck here, although there's a free kick for holding. Goes against Dwayne Karanua, and Wanderers the chance with the short kick into Leggett. Leggett wheels around now, goes straight down towards centre half forward. McLean from behind gets a fist to it at ground level. Bedford got the hand pass up, but wasn't really effective as Wanderers break away from that congestion, and Clee kicks high inside forward 50. Bradley coming across from the side, spills to Kurt Dunn, who kicks to the outer side of the ground. Willie Munkara with a long hand pass over the top to Lockyer. Lockyer has a bit of time, weighs up what his options are, and kicks inboard to Thompson. And Tiwi moving forward. There's a free kick being paid. I'm not sure what it is. So it's going downfield. Must be a 50-metre penalty being paid. I'm not sure what it's all about, but it's right in the goal square. So I don't know if it was a free kick off the ball, but Francis Tippenwoody just taps it over the player on the mark, and it's a Tiwi goal. It's all a mystery to me, Daz, but
yeah, it looked like it was holding free off the ball there, but I thought it was the other way, Stewie, but massively confused. The umpire, I have it right, it's been paid. The advantage has been paid. They kicked the goal, so Wanderers need to move on now and keep trying to settle them down and build their confidence as they go along here.
Yeah, that's right. It's an unfortunate one. They had the momentum with the opening couple of goals of the quarter, so Orman in again against Blackney Noda. Wanderers first hands to the ball, but a fumble there from Wilkes puts him under pressure. They've got a free kick. The advantage has been paid. Orman swings around on the outside now. Running onto it was bait for Wanderers. Couldn't control the ball, and now it spills back, and again they pile in on top, and umpire has no choice but to ball it up once again.
Wanderers got very limited options here if the ball does go in.
So burrowing through is Brendan Cantilla, but Leggett got the hand pass backwards, just a bit too hot for his teammate. Worsley comes in to help out. His kick was smothered, and Twycross gets a kick inside forward 50 for Tiwi as Steele picks it up, shrugs off his opponent, has a snap towards goal on the bounce, just bounces the wrong way and through for a behind.
I think there was a little bit of encouragement there from Anthony Munkara to put it through the sticks, but yeah, not the best bounce.
So Wanderers worked it up to the centre of the ground. The hand pass inboard comes to Wershon. Wershon, a beautiful kick, finds Davidson out on the lead. He wastes no time, kicks inside 50. Carson Cantilla comes back with the flight of the ball and gets a fist to it and knocks it away over the boundary line for a throw in. It was a good build-up by Wanderers, just the last kick showed too much of it to Cantilla, and he was able to get across and snuff out that forward movement from Wanderers.
Tiwi's certainly providing good pressure on the ball up.
Phillips doing the ruck work down there, takes possession but gets wrapped up, and it'll be a ball up again. Phillips wins this hit out once again as at ground level the kick comes out wide. Is it another chance for Wanderers? Fraser Bradley sliding, claiming the mark, but in the end I think he's got a free kick for a push in the back, so either way, he's going to have a set shot at goal. But yeah, he's really proving the danger up forward for Wanderers. Has 4 goals already and has a set shot here from only about 20 metres out and not much of an angle.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Fraser Bradley's been able to find the ball in 2 quarters.
So the set shot kick, stabs at it straight through the middle, and he's proving to be pretty reliable around the goals when he gets the chance. And so he's added his second for the quarter, and he has 5 out of Wanderers' 6 goals. As we look at the replay here, the kick came across, which was out in front to his advantage. Almost could have paid that mark, and then Kurt Dunn came ploughing in and got the kick anyway. So back in the middle of the ground, and that's a good response from Wanderers after Tiwi got that give-me goal with the free kick and 50-metre penalty.
Yeah, well, Fraser Bradley is the dangerous one up forward, and he's just playing basic football, just trying to get the footy and put it on the boot.
Free kick in the ruck contest, the advantage is paid. Thompson kicks it down, Fuller takes it off hands from the pack. He kicks out wide, close to the boundary line. Wanderers trying to keep it in was Eastick, but just didn't quite get there in time. But probably did enough to save it being called a deliberate out of bounds. So Damien Murray comes back in. Damien Murray, his second game for Wanderers, has played most of his footy in Eastern Victoria. As Sonny Smiler scoops in and picks up the ball, kicks it straight up in the air. It's punched away, but only to Bedford. Bedford on the left. Another high one, not much distance. Play on's a call. Motlop's in there, he gets pushed over, and Lakoviak's pass to Kim Cantilla is deemed to be a throw, and the free kick will come back to Harry Wills here, who wanted to play it on quickly but has to go back over his mark.
He's probably lucky that the umpire dragged him back because there wasn't much forward for him to go to.
It's a good kick from Wills, finds Worthley, he gives off inboard to Leggett. Leggett on the left foot, gets close to the boundary line here, and no mark taken. The ball spills over the boundary, and it'll be a throw in again. So 11.5 minutes gone, third quarter. Wanderers have added 3 goals to Tiwi's 1, and really that Tiwi goal was basically their only forward 50 entry for the quarter. So Wanderers have come out with a bit of resolve in this third quarter. A bit better method as ball spills on the outside. Smiler scoops it up and then tries to kick off no steps, but the ball got knocked to ground and will bring the ball up again. Sonny Smiler giving it plenty of energy around the wing and half forward area. Phillips, big thump forward. Oh, it's one arm pinged, and the free kick will be paid. And it's Nagawali who takes the free kick, kicks short to Mahal Lakoviak. He's got a runner from behind. They use it through the hands to Bedford, almost carried it too far as Matthew Motlop looked like he was dragged without the ball, and that's the way the umpire's seen it. And he takes the free kick right in the middle of the ground. He's got runners on the outside. One of them is Smiler. And Smiler takes the mark and now delivers inside forward 50. Bradley up in the contest, Hams in front, gets a fist to the ball and sees it go over the boundary line for a boundary throwing. But good movement from Wanderers, getting it in quickly to try to split open the Tiwi defence. But Ashton Hams, as usual, is on the spot in the right place. Again, there's a whistle on the play here. It's going to be Tiwi free kick to Tanner Blackney-Noda, who goes long down the wing here as bodies collide in the marking contest. It's going to go against Fuller, and Jack Steele will take the free kick. In fact, he won't, because advantage has been paid. Francis Tipton-Woody's had a couple of bounces. Now runs inside 50, kicks towards goal, and puts it through for another Tiwi goal. So quick transition there from Tiwi as the ball came out the back, and they love taking that advantage and getting off and running, and that's exactly what Francis Tippenwoody did.
Yeah, you can't give them a couple of metres opportunity to take off, because that's their natural play, and they will do that all day. Once they got the 5 metres, they're gone.
That's right. And, just backed himself with a couple of bounces, ran well inside 50, and kicks his second for the quarter, third for the match. So a good return from young Francis Tippenwoody.
They've had a good spread across the paddock, to be honest, Stu, kicking goals.
So Wanderers, another centre clearance. Agawali over the top, gets the hand to the ball. Spills out the back, Lukoviak going back. He's under some pressure though. Well done by Lovell, who got the hand pass back up to Smiler. Smiler chips inboard, and he finds Murray inside 50. He's got players on the outside, but that's not the best kick, and it's chopped off by Cantilla, who gives it by hand, and Lukoviak, Jacob Lukoviak, comes running out of defence, and now gets it to Anzac, who kicks long down towards half forward. Oh, looked like some high contact there on Holmberg, and the umpire's seen it that way. And he'll take the free kick at half back. He's got an option out wide, but he's just missed the target there, trying to find Murray, but just went past him and slid over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So unfortunate there for Wanderers, as they have a chance to build around this near side. So Phillips back in doing the ruck work for Wanderers, and free kick at ground level to Worsham. Worsham just looking at what his options are. Eventually didn't like any of them, so goes long down the line. Big pack of players, and it spills to Carlson Cantilla. Look away hand pass, missed the target, and wasn't expected. So it's
free kick to Tiwi,
free kick again. Yeah. So it's going to be Braden McLean, who's a bit sore, being helped up by Clee. He was the culprit, but McLean just swings it out wide where Ashton Ham's got a fair bit of space and picks it up, and now kicks down to the leading Lockyer. Couldn't take the mark, but he sweeps back on the ball, chips it forward, and finds Bedford in some space at the front edge of the centre square. He chips it over the top. He's got a runner inside 50, and it's Dwayne Karanua. He swings around now, plays on, hooks it back towards goal, but he's hooked that one too far, and it's through for a behind only to Tiwi. So 2 goals to 3 so far in the quarter, as Wanderers bring it in quickly, as Leggett took his eyes off the ball there, but it's good enough to recover and chips a pass, but this one's chopped off by Brendan Cantilla, just floating across, takes it in the one hand. And now Wanderers have got plenty of numbers pushed back as Cantilla tries to chip it inside 50, and Leggett missed there in front and got it nicely, took the mark. Thought about switching to the other side, but instead comes grandstand side. Ullman behind this time, Blackney Noda in front, and it's a stalemate as the ball trickles over the boundary line for another throw-in. So this is AFLNT's coverage of Round 7 Men's Premier League action, brought to you by NT News and Community TV. As the boundary throw-in comes in, Phillips from behind. Bedford busy again, gets a kick forward, but it's chopped off. Leggett uses it through the hands, gets it back, and now on the outside to Smiler. Smiler chips over the top. That's a good kick, and Wilkes stretching takes that mark just in from the centre wing, and there's a 50-metre penalty as Bedford ran past inside the protected zone. So this will bring Wilkes all the way up inside forward 50. He's being helped pretty generously with the angle as well, so straightens him up to centre-half forward. He wastes no time, goes long to the goal square. Bradley a bit unrealistic in that attempt, and gives away the free kick As Tiwi relieved to the outer side of the ground, and Willie Rioli chips inboard to Twycross. Twycross has got spares in the middle of the ground, one of them being Bedford, who takes the mark at centre half back. He switches to the grandstand side where Jacob Lukoviak takes the mark. And now it just runs off and kicks along the wing. So in front was Holmberg, couldn't take the mark, and then gets tackled with the ball on the ground and a ball up again.
Yeah, Tiwi are just playing a very basic game of football and controlling it.
So kick forward, Davidson went to ground when perhaps didn't need to, but worked hard to get back at the ball, got the hand pass out and got himself a high tackle. He wastes no time with the hand pass on the outside to Shanks. Shanks on the left foot in towards Bradley at the top of the square, and again he's in the right position. The kick was good and just held out Kurt Dunn and took the mark, sliding to his knees in front. So Fraser Bradley is having some sort of game here today in a side that's losing by over 7 goals. He's kicked 5 of the 6 that Wanderers have scored and has a chance to make it 6 for himself. Oh, but that's probably his worst kick of the day, as he's just shanked that one to the left and
didn't like it either, Stewie. That hurt.
Yeah, that's right. So Hams to bring the ball back into play, signals that he wants to go long to the outer side. He's got players in space out there. Twycross is one of them. He goes long over the top, out in front of Bedford, giving him the chance to run onto it. He's under pressure though. And Shanks right on his tail, sees it knocked over the boundary line for a throw in as we enter time on in this third quarter. And it's been a pretty good quarter of football as Wanderers have pressed. They haven't been able to close the margin too much, but they've found a bit better game plan in this third quarter.
Being able to slow the Tiwi down, that's a good option from Aaron's perspective, is to slow the scoring down.
Yep. So another ball up. It's knocked forward by Steele, but Wanderers take it in the hands. Leggett gets away from one opponent and now drives the ball back into the middle of the ground on the bounce, coming across. Murray just got one hand to it and now comes back, gets the hand pass on the up to Wilkes. Wilkes just had it slip through his hands as now he's fighting for it again. Murray dives over the top trying to get hands on the ball. Plowns the call as it's eventually brought out, and Wanderers get the kick forward, but Hams in space at half-back tidies up and then kicks on the outside, and Tiwi bring the ball away. Lukoviak's trying to work it between them, but picked up out here by Wershon. He got tackled, got the hand pass. Dos Santos, an adventurous hand pass looping over the top inboard. There's plenty of Tiwi players putting pressure on. Steele gets a quick kick along the ground, picked up by Anthony Munkara. He gets away from his immediate opponents, kicks high into the pocket. Willie Rioli going back, takes the mark on the chest as he's running backwards. That's a terrific mark out deep in the forward pocket. And Willie Rioli is having a look around for some options. He decides to pass off, and that's a good pass. Anthony Munkara it is. He just came up and took a strong mark in front. No one in front of him, so he just ran straight off and banged it through for another goal. And he's having a pretty good day. Anthony Munkara has 3 goals himself and a couple of magical things that he's done today.
And that kick in by Willie Rioli certainly shows he's still got all those skills. Nice and low and come in fast.
Great mark under pressure as well. So Anthony Munkara comes off for a spell, celebrates with his mates on the bench. And we're back in the middle, 23 minutes gone, third quarter. And Phillips back in to do the ruck work up against Steele. Phillips wins the hit out. Shanks was first to it but couldn't keep his footing, and now hand pass over the top. Shanks is back in there, gets it back to Leggett. Leggett through the middle of the ground, kicks long inside forward 50, double fister away from Hams, gets it outside of 50, and then he follows up and hacks it off the ground. Kim Cantilla out there, just pats it forward to his own advantage as he swings around now. He spills the ball as he tries to get past now, gets a hand pass as he's caught, and Wanderers will chop it off this time. It comes back to Leggett. Leggett goes long down the line, but the siren will prevent any further action out there as Braden McLean came flying in to try to effect the spoil. But in the end, Wanderers opened up with a couple of quick goals, but in the end it was 3 goals each in the quarter, so not much change from what the half-time margin was, but a pretty entertaining quarter of football. And Tiwi have just been a little bit too strong across the ground, but Wanderers showing some glimpses of form and some hope. So another quarter to go here, but at 3/4 time at TIO Stadium, it's the Tiwi Bombers by 48 points. We'll be back with the last quarter shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round.
Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands.
It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe.
We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More Round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring him up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium. It's round 7 of the NTFL Men's Premier League. It's no more round where we encourage respect, inclusion and safe community participation across the territory, and it's a great campaign, the No More campaign. But at three-quarter time, Wanderers showed some glimpses in the third quarter, but Tiwi able to score the last couple of goals of the quarter and restore the lead that they had at half-time, and so they're in a pretty commanding position going into the last quarter, Darren.
Certainly in command, but Wanderers, I think if they could hold back on the fire from Tiwi at the moment and maintain that difference, they'd be happy.
But United gets a big fist to it, but Leggett going back, gets the hand pass across and Wanderers bring it forward. That's a terrific mark over the top by Kurt Dunn. Looks like a change has been made there. Dunn has been the one on Fraser Bradley all game, so just a bit of a change up as he takes the mark and then kicks out wide to Brendan Cantilla. Cantilla's kick though is going to be chopped off by Cody Leggett. Thought about the short one to Davidson and changed his mind, goes longer, but this one over the top of Motlop's head as Kurt Dunn goes back again. There's a bit of a clash down there, picked up nicely at ground level by Lovell, but he got chased down from behind, and Kurt Dunn gets himself another kick and goes backwards inside defensive 50 to Hams. Hams just directing some traffic to Lukoviak out there. Mihail Lukoviak goes wide to the outer side of the ground and finds Norman Tipalura, who has Braden McLean in space, so they've switched it from one side right around an arc defensively to the other side of the ground, and now Braden McLean chips along the wing, but it's Bedford who just fell into some space out there, and the chip kick found him beautifully. So Scotty Bedford, who's knocked up touching the footy today, that's for sure, as he kicks long and wide towards half forward. The kick comes inside. It's a one-on-one down here. Nigel Lockyer in front. Play on was the call. He had to get it to the boot quickly. Gets it over, and Tiwi are going to be first there and score, and it's Kim Cantilla again on the spot, who's in the right place and kicks the goal on the left this time to open the scoring in the final quarter.
Yeah, nice goal by Kim there. Good to see. Wanderers, yeah, they're just lacking a little bit of fight here to try and maintain the same scoreline.
So that was obviously touched off the boot for the mark not to be paid to Nigel Lockyer, but he heard the call, obviously, tried to get it moving quickly, and Kim Cantilla was right there.
Yeah, well, certainly on the other side of the oval there, Stewie, it looked like the old-fashioned circle work.
Yeah. So Tiwi with another clearance, this time from Brendan Cantilla. It's punched away inside 50. Wanderers under some pressure. Just a bit of a fumble, but the ball knocked out here to the advantage of Worthley. He got tackled with the ball. Dos Santos gets a hand pass. It's chopped off by Steele. Steele on the outside of the boot goes to the top of the goal square. Nigel Lockyer's there. He takes a mark. He's thinking about playing on over the top. He's only 20 metres out, directly in front, basically, and hasn't had his biggest game today, so you'd think he'd like to get himself in the action, and eventually he does the sensible thing and goes back and takes the set shot and bangs it straight through the middle. So Lockyer missed last week with an ankle injury, and not sure if he's 100% recovered, but certainly fit enough to be out there and gets himself on the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's a couple of opportunities there to sneak the ball off early, but he wanted to get himself on the scoreboard. Well deserved too.
Yeah, he offers another target up forward. So certainly plenty of experience playing the SANFL, North Adelaide, and once, twice, almost 3 times thought about giving it off, but in the end it's Wanderers with the clearance now as Shanks on the left kicks long inside 50. Fraser Bradley comes out. He's the ball just bounces over his head, but he's been pushed in the contest there, and the free kick's going to go Bradley's way. Carlson Cantilla doesn't agree, but it's not going to help you as Fraser Bradley a bit further out this time than some of his previous set shots. So see what happens from here. But
yeah, well, everyone from Wanderers are very confident. No one's giving the lead up the centre of the field. So
Ashton Hams is pretty relaxed, leaning against the behind post as Bradley's kick looks good. It's on target and he's got the distance. That's a terrific set shot goal. He's kicked that from about 45 metres, and unbelievably, Fraser Bradley has 6 goals out of Wanderers 7. So it's hit the scoreboard every quarter after quarter time, and it's been a real focal point for him up forward.
yeah, it'd be nice to see him if he kicked 4 this quarter. He'd be happy with that. That'd be a pretty good game of footy for the day.
Yeah, it's been a great target for him, but also worked hard at ground level as well. So
he's done the 1%ers that he's needed to do while the ball's down there. Hasn't had a lot of support, but he's still battling it out.
So Big Phillips hooks this one forward, but no clean hands on it. It's picked up by Murray. They eventually get it on the outside to Bake. Bake's kick finds Leggett. Leggett takes the mark and he's off and running. It loops the hand pass over the top to Davidson. He moves it quickly to the outside. Allman, quick hand pass, and he's under pressure from Hams. And Hams just too experienced down there, used his body well, and then got to a looping hand pass that's missed the target, but it's going to be a Tiwi free kick down here, and Kurt Dunn will take the free kick and plays on quickly to the outer side of the ground looking for Steele. Steele nudged under the ball as it spills over the top, and they use it through the hands nicely eventually to Davidson. He goes backwards to Leggett, but he was under pressure straight away from McLean. He gets slung to the ground and he'll be penalised for that tackle as he just dumped Leggett into the turf. And players need to learn pretty quickly, I think, that those sorts of tackles aren't on anymore in modern football. Carlson Cantilla, just through strength, takes the ball and breaks away, and now under some pressure as they just flick it around through the hands. Twycross it eventually decides to kick long into the centre of the ground. Wanderers are first there, but the ball handling error sees Kim Cantilla tried to break away, and that's a terrific tackle as he put the ball to the ground. Probably should have been penalised. Lockyer swings around on the left boot, straightens, but just dragged it too far. It was a great tackle by Dos Santos, and unlucky not to be rewarded, but it was only a minor score as Wanderers bring it in quickly and look to bring it around this grandstand side. But this one getting over the top as Willie Munkara came in, couldn't control the ball in the marking contest and slips over the back and out of bounds.
Looks like Kimmy Cantilla might have rolled his ankle in that, actually trying to get away, but he's staying out there. He's got a bit of a limp, but he'll sort it out. Kimmy's a good fighter.
So from the throw-in, goes to Leggett. Phillips gets the hand pass out wide as Eastick runs out of space and gets escorted over the boundary line for a throw-in. Punched away into the hands of Murray, but he's tackled as soon as he took possession, and it'll be a ball up right on the no more sign painted on the ground. Phillips gets rid of his opponent and then thumps it forward. Wilkes takes it, gets a hand pass looking for Davidson. He just bats it forward as the pressure was coming. Bedford goes in, puts the head down, and he's met front on by Allman, but not too heavily, enough to get the free kick though, as they've just brought themselves unstuck a bit trying to work it in their defensive 50. Murray in there for Wanderers, but eventually picked up by Thompson, who careers away, has a bounce, swings it to the outer side of the ground. It's Lakoviak out there, couldn't take the mark, picked up, but then got tackled, got the hand pass, and Braden McLean putting the pressure on Now finds some space, picks up, loops a hand pass over the top to Willie Rioli, who goes back about 30 metres to Ashton Hams, back inside defensive 50. And Hams will just settle things down. There's no one on the mark, but he's in no hurry to take off and goes short and finds Norman Tipalura at half-back. Tipalura thought about the switch to the near side, but changed his mind. Goes long down the line instead. Steele at ground level, gets the hand pass on the up. And Brendan Cantilla just couldn't control the ball at ground level, and Leggett could, and he kicks short to the other side. And now Wanderers looking to switch inboard, but the kick's off target, and Dwayne Keranua comes in and takes the intercept mark. So it was always a dangerous kick, had to be spot on, and it wasn't. Fell in between two Wanderers players. Keranua now called to play on, swings a kick forward. It's a low drilling ball, but Leggett picks it up, gives it off to Motlop running out from half back. He kicks long to Allman, couldn't get to it on the full, tried to trap it on the half volley, but now Tiwi going backwards again through Brendan Cantilla to McLean. He goes further back to Ashton Hams, and looks like they'll switch here to he ignores Carlson Cantilla as it opened up in front of him, and Tipalura had some space. His kick is just too hot though and over the top, and it's chopped off by Worsham for Wanderers. Josh Worsham just trying to get someone to lead at him. Eventually has to chip over and wide.
Not many options there for Wanderers. No one moving.
So Leggett's kick is knocked away by McLean, and he quickly sends it back the other way, but the mark's spilt there.
2-on-1.
As they fight for it at ground level, and eventually it's a stalemate again as they get wrapped up by Bedford, and it'll be a ball up. So Phillips does it himself out of the ruck, got it to Wershon, and then through the hands. Eastick spilt the ball, and the toe poke off the ground just goes to McLean, who ducks one way, then the other, and then back, and eventually finds some space for himself. Kicks long down towards half forward, coming in strongly. The free kick's been given away, and now comes out to Willie Munkara, who has a player on the lead. That's Kim Cantilla, and the kick is good. He had plenty of time and space to just settle down and measure the kick into Kim Cantilla out on the lead in front, and he takes the mark and will have a set shot from about 20 out. So Kim Cantilla with 3 goals in the game so far.
Easy work this should be for Kimmy.
Yep, done it, Daz.
I've put him off. That's going to cost me.
Yeah, but it's a free kick being paid down here, or the mark's been paid. It's Brendan Cantilla right on the behind line now. No, it's not, it's a free kick. It's a bit of confusion here.
Yeah, very confused. Yeah, what they want.
So it's Nigel Lockyer who's got the free kick. The player on the mark is right next to the goalpost. Lockyer just swings out onto the left boot and easily bangs that one through. So Lockyer getting in the action a bit in this final quarter. It's his second goal for the quarter, and Tiwi's third. As they just stretch that margin again.
Yeah, Lockyer made that look easy. I thought he might have looked to chip into the forward, into the centre of the field, but no.
Well, he's a left footer, so it was pretty close range. I was having a bit of a smile and chat down in the goal square, which is good to see. But in the meantime, Tiwi have now stretched that margin out to 67 points. So it's going to be a convincing victory for them. It'll be their third win in a row. And as I said earlier, they have the bye next week, so looking for that spell before hitting the second half of the season. Back in the middle of the ground. Phillips to takes it out of the ruck contest, throws it on the boot. Wilkes comes out, spilt the mark, but it ricochets out to Dunn. Now the hand pass to Tipalura. Tipalura long down towards half forward. Nigel Lockyer just comes out and the ball falls in his lap as he's got runners over the top. He chips this one over, and Francis Tipungwuti running forward made some space, and that was honoured by Lockyer, who chipped it over and gave him a chance for a set shot from about 35 out. Francis Tipungwuti taking plenty of time. Set shot kick, looks good. Goal umpire hardly moves at all. Straight through the middle, and Francis has had a pretty good game himself, and that's his 4th goal for the game. So Tiwi just again starting to broaden that margin, and they've kicked away again here in the last quarter with 4 goals to 1 so far.
Yeah, nice and consistent they are. Stewie, as we know, the Tiwi Bombers can be very consistent in their football, but here they haven't let it get to them. They've just actually maintained pressure all the way through the whole game.
Yeah, that's right. They've pretty even spread of goals. 4 goals in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 3 in the third, and 4 so far in this last quarter. Blackney Noda wins a hit out, but well read by Leggett, and thumps it inside forward 50. It gets over the back. Fraser Bradley's going to get there again. Can he swing it through on the left? But this time Kurt Dunn was back there playing goalkeeper role, and it's dribbled past him. He was missing anyway and through for a behind.
He played a good international goalkeeper's role at that stage.
And Dunn brings it in and chips it across to Hams. I think Kurt Dunn's appreciated being let free a bit of the role on Bradley in this last quarter, and picked himself up a few touches as kick comes around the boundary line to Twycross. Twycross goes short again. William Munkara on the wing, and Tiwi just happy to chip it forward at the moment. He's called to play on now as he bombs it high. Steele in front, it's punched away, it gets over the back. Braden McLean down there runs onto it as a leading player, kicks inboard. Anthony Munkara had it knocked away from him. Braden McLean kicks off the ground inside 50, picked up by Dos Santos. He just got affected by the tackle as he went to kick, and consequently the ball was floated out of bounds on the full, and it'll be taken down here by Jacob Lukoviak for Tiwi. Runs inside the boundary now and kicks inside 50, but that's straight down the throat of Dylan Dos Santos for Wanderers. He switches to the outer side of the ground and finds Motlop. He goes further around to Davidson and some space at half-back. Comes back inboard now where there's a couple of options. Oh, Sonny Smiler spilt the chest mark there, and now that gives Tiwi the chance at ground level as eventually a bit of fumbling sees the ball caught in underneath, and it's going to be a Wanderers free kick, I think, for dragging the ball in, and it's going to go the way of Holmberg. Holmberg has a free straight up the ground, and the hand pass comes off to Smiler. He kept running, kicks inside 50, but Kurt Dunn just sat himself back in the hole and takes the intercept mark. Slowed things up again, and now chips across in front of goal to Carlson Cantilla. Cantilla has Twycross straight up the ground, and he uses him. Twycross, a well-weighted kick over the top, and the mark taken by Jacob Lukoviak on the wing. Lukoviak goes down the line again, but Wanderers first to the ball. Picked up at ground level by Wordley. Hand passes inside to Shanks. That he was under all sorts of pressure. Managed to get a kick away. It's going to work out. Well, would have, but Phillips spilt the mark. Hand pass on the up to Davidson. Again, missing the target. And they've just worked themselves into a hole here. But can get out of it. Another hand pass into a danger area from Shanks, but they've got a free kick and the advantage is paid. The kick comes in, Bradley gets hands to the ball, but it spills out. Kurt Dunn at ground level, tries to get it away. Ullman gets a hand pass, but that's half smothered. Here's a chance for Wanderers again as the kick on the left. Underground, that's a terrific finish from Henry Lovell in the pocket. And Wanderers get themselves another goal in this final quarter. But, gee, they made hard work of it from back in the middle of the ground here, Daz.
Yeah, they made that hard work. Handball into the player under pressure. Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, in the end, it was just a free kick and advantage that opened it up for them. But you can see Lovell here pretty cleverly kept it low and bounced it through for their second goal of the quarter.
Yeah, that midfield worked really hard to try and give the ball back to Tiwi there.
They certainly did. Yeah, I think a number of those players that were on the receiving end weren't very thankful.
There was some good hits coming out, clean hits from Tiwi, but yeah, when the ball comes in like that, you're going to get under pressure.
Davidson control at ground level, but Anzac Bakoviak could just pushed off the tackler and then got the kick in. Braden McLean, who's been pushed forward in this last quarter, kicks down inside 50. It's punched away, and going across there was Harry Willis. He got pulled to the ground, and Wanderers eventually can work it away with the switch kick across. This is dangerous again, but just had enough weight on it to get to McRae, and he takes the mark, goes back inboard to the corridor, and now Wanderers clear it away out of defence. Tipalura comes in and nudges his opponent under the ball. Couldn't hold on to the mark though as the hand pass comes out to the big fella Phillips. He's going to win himself a free kick here for in the back contact, and Tyler Phillips will stand up pretty much in the middle of the ground. He's got a short option. He goes that way to Wershon. He takes the mark and plays on straight away, drills it straight forward. Bradley gets rid of his opponent and then spilt the mark. Coming in, copped one pretty high, and
yeah, that I'd say that's a high free kick there, Stewie.
Yeah, absolutely. Although there's a couple of umpires looking at it, didn't want to pay it, and the one out of zone saw it and paid it. But it looked like a pretty obvious free kick to us up here. And Fraser Bradley gets himself another chance, and he's had some sort of game with 6 goals to date, and I'm sure he'd love to get a 7th on the board here, as we're a couple of minutes into time on in this final quarter. Just a couple of steps, his approach, and yeah, it wasn't all that convincing in his approach that time. The ball drifted away. He looks a bit sore out there. He's done it pretty tough all day, but chip kick comes in, and mark taken by Thompson. He wheels around and he's off and running. Bounces a couple of times as he runs outside of defensive 50, along the wing. The ball spills here to Brendan Cantilla, and eventually he tries to knock it forward. Plays for the free kick a bit as Steele comes in. Cantilla with some clever footwork initially tried to get it into some space, but Josh Wershon was there on the spot for Wanderers and saw it over the boundary line for a throw-in. Just a little bit of players getting to know each other down there.
Yeah, a little bit of heat,
but
really not going to mean too much at this part of the game.
So Phillips, another hit out down Bedford's throat again. He couldn't take it cleanly as he comes in and lays the tackle now. And it'll be a ball up again. So 4 goals to 2 in this final quarter as we go past 23 minutes playing time. Phillips in the ruck. Murray comes in to help. There's a free kick been found. Wanderers try to take the advantage. They do. Wershon with the chip kick to Allman. Allman tries to chip over the top, but he really wasn't balanced, and the kick goes out of bounds as Michael Thompson goes back to take the free kick and signals to his players, we're just going to settle things down here and chip it around, and that's what he does inboard to Kurt Dunn. Dunn has a player behind him, but goes long down the line instead. A big leap from the side from Francis Tipungwuti. The ball's knocked out into the path of Bedford, who was wrapped up by Cody Leggett in the tackle. And it's another ball up. So Leggett wins the hit out. Steele does the roving, gets a kick forward. It's thumped away from behind to that one looked like it was knocked away over the boundary line without much effort to keep it in play. And that's the way it's been seen by the umpire, as Bedford gets another kick inside 50, and again a pinpoint pass finds Kim Cantilla right on the 50-metre line. He swings around now. That's not his best kick, as it just shanked away over the boundary line on the full. And Worthley will take the free kick for Wanderers. Decides to go across the face of goal, but that's a dangerous kick. Lockyer gets a hand to it, and this gives Tiwi a chance at ground level, but Motlop as the ball ricochet off his boot and roll over the boundary line out of bounds as the siren goes. I think Tiwi trying to claim a free kick out there, but it hasn't been paid. So at the end of the game, it's Tiwi who finished pretty strongly, 4-2 in the final quarter, and in the end blew that margin out to 69 points. And Daz, Wanderers showed some moments in the game, and a terrific effort from Fraser Bradley up forward, but in the end Tiwi just too many guns all over the ground, I think.
Yeah, very much so, Stu. Tiwi were very strong today with multiples. Goal scorers, Kimi Cantilla with 3, Anthony Munkara with 3, Francis Tipungwuti, I had him down for 4, so you got these guys out there that are kicking multiple goals, is putting pressure on the opposition, especially when they're struggling to find a gun forward to... but they did have a gun forward. Fraser Bradley kicked 6. It's not a bad day's effort. He just needed a bit extra help in the forward line there.
Yeah, that's right. Fraser Bradley 6 out of 8 and missed a couple as well that he could have kicked. But yeah, as far as the best players, they're pretty evenly spread across the ground. I thought Scotty Bedford just had heaps of the football. Willie Rioli was another multiple. He kicked 3 goals as well. The Koviaks were busy. Twycross had probably his best game for Tiwi so far since moving across from Nightcliff. Francis Tipungwuti was terrific with 4 goals, and he's busy around the ground as well. And of course Brendan and Kimmy Cantilla were good. And for Wanderers, obviously Fraser Bradley was a focal point, kicked 6 goals. Cody Leggett got plenty of the football. Sam Davidson worked his way into the game. Daniel Fuller was pretty solid down back, and Sonny Smilas showed some moments, but in the end it was Tiwi too strong today, and they go into the break pretty happy on the back of 3 consecutive wins. So from TIO Stadium here today in round 7, it's Tiwi Bombers, the big winners, 17-10 to 8-5. Stay tuned for a couple more games coming from TIO Stadium, women's and men's games, and we look forward to bringing those to you.